Learned how to do this from us. He's
the streaming.
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, Messy Maya, and I am back again with another video. So today we are basically going to be getting into how the Zeus world is in shambles. Shambles. And I am ready to get into it, baby. It is so much drama. It is so much to get through. It is so much to get into. The girls are mad, girl. The girls are mad. Y'all know when the girls get mad, they love to put Zeus on blast, girl. They love to do it every single time. It literally never fails, okay? I don't know why at this point Zeus keeps crossing people when y'all know Zeus and Lemon Pepper Stepper, okay? I don't know why y'all keep crossing people knowing good and well that people, girl, listen, all right? We're going to get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. It's Messy Maya. It's the Messy Mob, girl. We are lit over here. Trust to believe that. And yeah, let's get into the mess. Literal mess. So before the big altercation, before this viral video made its rounds around social media of Lemmy and Ray J getting into it outside of a BET Awards after party, they were already popping their Twitter gums and popping them Twitter fingers, whatever you want to say, girl, running their mouths, popping their gums like females online months prior to this. These two have been friends dating back to 2015. Now, of course, their friendship turned into a business one when Zeus opened up their headquarters and launched their streaming service in 2018. Now, when they initially launched, Ray J was one of the OG partners for the network. They had a lot of partners, y'all, but Ray J was one of them. He not only worked behind the scenes, but he was also an executive producer, and creator of multiple shows, including The Conversation. Not the most popular show on the network, but it definitely was making a little bit of noise, especially when they brought on two people that were rivals, popular rivals. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely something that the people look forward to. So throughout the years, it seems as though that their working relationship is going well. Him and Princess, as in Ray J and Princess, are literally getting executive producer and producer credits on all of the Zeus shows, including the most popular ones, One More Chance, Jocelyn's Cabaret, and Baddies. But as time went on, you can kind of tell that something changed, okay? Because The Conversation is not a show that would come on every week, but it would come on quite frequently, again, when they found celebrities or well-known people who had it out for each other that wanted to come onto the show. So once The Conversation went a year, 2 years without releasing, I kind of came to the conclusion that him and Ray J stopped working together. And then once Ray J launched his new network, then I was like, okay, so they definitely parted ways. Their business relationship is clearly now non-existent. But again, they kept it quiet. They kept it cute. They kept it quiet. Whatever happened behind closed doors between the two men did not really see public, especially right away. Up until about, maybe April, May. Oh, baby, it went down. Okay, the girls, the men But they were acting like the girls, girl. The girls were fighting, girl. Okay, now this was up until recently, about a couple months ago. They came online. I don't even know how it started, but girl, Ray J started spilling tea, started calling started calling Lemmy all types of this and that. You do this, you do that. Oh, baby. Basically confirming what is already out there, but providing some receipts and going live and just spilling the beans, girl, spilling the tea. Let's get into their back and forth. And this back and forth online was about 2 to 3 months before the actual scuffle at the BET Awards.
I'm gonna give you 3 hours, dog. I'm gonna give you 3 hours to admit all your wrongdoing to everybody you've been fucking over and doing bad deals with and putting your hands on. Like you like a black Harvey Weinstein, dog. I'm gonna give you your own opportunity to apologize, tell the world everything that's happened, tell the world what you still doing now, apologize, at least in that manner, and then step down and get lost out of our cities of ratchet and reality television. You don't belong here. You're a criminal and you're a nerd. 3 hours, bro. Nobody you can call to stop it. You've been calling, blocking all my shit from the social media. You can't stop me on Tronics, bro. You can't get in that system. Ain't nobody you paying in there. You're a bum. Everybody that works with you knows that. So if y'all even got some decency to yourselves, y'all should quit now because lemon pepper. I'm gonna give you 3 hours, dog, now because the rain is on the way. The rain is on the way, bruh. 3.
Jeffrey Epstein in the black form, and guess who the girl is? Natalie Nunn, the one that's running with you. And guess why y'all can't sue? And guess why y'all can't say defamation of character? Because it's true. I got the video. You can call your lawyers and all that. My lawyers is just making sure y'all know that when you put your hands on a woman, all them NDAs and shit, that don't matter. NDAs only matter when you're not doing criminal things, bro. So if y'all signed NDAs, that shit's null and void. This nigga's a woman beater. This nigga's a woman manipulator. Makes girls fuck to get on the show. Then when they fucked him over, he shot a shadow ban him and fucked they shit off. Making them do like weird shit and shooting at weird hours and making them fight all the time or talking to them aggressive and walking in like you're Jeffrey Epstein in the black form. Alright, Lemmy, that's you. That's your hand. You about to slap her. Hey, show the color of it to Lemmy right here so he know what day this is. This just one video, Lemmy. I'm just reminding you of what you did. And you was foul for this, bro. I got more, but I want to remind you like of what you did while I'm trying to protect the homegirl in the video until she say it's okay too. I don't want her calling me like, damn, my nigga, you didn't even tell me. Here we go, right there. That's all the color I need. Remember that day? Remember that hand? Remember how you be talking to the girls? Tell that nigga to run me all the bread and then we'll just build up anyway. Or they might be like, fuck the money. Or they want to take the money. Guess what? The DA gonna get your ass anyway, bro. You a real clown. I'm not snitching on nobody. First off, I ain't no rapper, but I do got a daughter, and I do love shooting ratchet shows, and I know how to shoot ratchet shows where niggas can get fucked up, you can get naked, you can get loud, and this shit takes a little time, alright? I'm not gonna do too many jokes about this nerd, because this ain't a laughing matter, right? I'm gonna get off the live. Lemmy, I got the footage, I got all the videos. Wack is over here, you can't stop it, they all see it, they know what's up. You can't call the Bloods or the Crips. You can't call nobody to try to help you in LA.
So then Lemmy responded to him one and one time only, and he basically said that Ray J is doing it for a... He basically said, it's not funny. Basically, he said that Ray J was doing it as a marketing stunt, basically putting his business out there and putting Zeus and him on blast. Basically, let me try to gaslight not only us, but Ray J into thinking that all of it was a marketing stunt for Ray J's new network. And honestly, every single time that he gets put on blast and he does respond, he literally says the same thing, like, oh, you're lying and you're doing this for clout and you're doing this as a marketing stunt. He tried to do the same thing to Stunna Girl when he finally responded to Stunna Girl after months of her putting his business out. He finally responded to her and basically said the same exact thing, like, oh, you're doing this for clout, like you need to move on, this, that, and the third. So he basically said the same exact thing about Ray J, basically saying that Ray J is a liar who needs clout and marketing and attention for his network, so he's resorting to making up lies. That's pretty much what he said and how he responded. And he said at the end, consider this my first and last response. And Ray J responded and said basically, how dare you try to make light of this and to try to joke when he's shedding light on Lemmy doing what he does to these women.
It's me and you. What you want to do?
Right, I want to rock out.
It's a fair pay, my nigga. We all from the street.
It's Ray J and Lemmy. It's Ray J and Lemmy. Bitch. It ain't no blood shit, nigga. It's me and you.
Okay, so the way that I feel about this, for them both to be CEOs and businessmen and to be as old as they are, again, men, I understand standing on business, and they probably haven't seen each other since they fell out and all of the mess happened, and Ray J came to social media talking his ish, pretty much putting out Lemmy's business, and they went back and forth. I completely understand that they may not have seen each other since then, but it's still just so childish. Like, y'all cannot be for real. Y'all are at an event, y'all are at a TV, like at a, not streaming, where it's like you can get away with it because you know what I'm saying. But y'all are at like what is BET? BET is a channel on TV, on a channel on national television, whatever. Y'all are going to a national television's after party doing all of this. So it's like now BET's name is associated with this clown foolery. Child. Y'all, it's just a hot mess. And it's like I said, as men, is old. Ray J is in his 40s, baby. No shade. Ray J is in his 40s and Lemmy is in his late 30s, baby. I'm going to need y'all to get it together. Get it together. Like I said, I understand y'all may or may not have seen each other since all the back and forth, since all the drama, since all the rah-rah. I understand. So it's like, I'm going to catch you when I'm going to catch you. And when I catch you, you better stand on business. I understand that, but it's like, y'all too grown. Y'all too grown for all that. No shade. Y'all too grown. But whatever. I guess we, nowadays we calling it standing on business. Whatever. It's a mess. It's a mess. Y'all could have linked up and did the conversation and made some money together. You're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if y'all gonna do it, but y'all out here in the street, in public, after a party that has to do with an actual network channel or national television. Y'all is out here acting a tomfool. Y'all out here acting a mess. Like, y'all could have set up the conversation. Literally, I'm pretty sure that it would not have been hard for one of you guys to get y'all team on the phone with each other and set up the conversation and make some money off of it. And I'm pretty sure y'all would have made a good penny. Because like I said, this video alone went viral, like viral. Articles, news articles, headlines. It's headlining. You know what I'm saying? It's making blogs, baby. Everybody's reposting. It's all over TikTok. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Instagram. It's making its rounds around the blogs. Like I said, around, different media outlets. Y'all could have made money off of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, girl, but I honestly, I say the same thing about about the baddies when they're getting into it and fighting outside of the show. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I understand standing on business, but it's like, you're literally doing this for free. Yuck. You know what I'm saying? Literally yuck. Why? But about what Ray J had to say, it's like, it's honestly just, it's nothing that hasn't been clocked before. It's nothing that hasn't been talked about before. But this time he pulled up a receipt of an actual video of Lemmy, girl doing the do, girl, getting real physical, girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's just he put receipts behind the girl. He put tea behind the girl. He said, if I'm gonna, one thing about it, two things for sure, if I'm going to put your business out there, baby, it's gonna be some tea behind it. Miss Ray J was not playing. Miss Girl is not playing with us, girl. He's not playing. But I don't know. It's just like, wow. And again, it's very sad, but it's just, I just wish that the girls would wake up and kind of just, skedaddle, but they're not going to skedaddle because the money's more important, child. And that's all I got to say about that. Again, it's so sad, and I'm pretty sure that was Scotty in the video. I don't know why. I have a feeling that it is Scotty, but I just feel like that's Scotty in that video that Ray J just showed. Because whoever that girl was looked like she was towering over Lemmy, which is honestly not really tea either, because everybody towers over Lemmy, especially if they were at an event and the girl had on heels. But I don't know. I just feel like that was Scotty, because I feel like, I feel like Scotty, child, I'm not even going to say that. I feel like it was Scotty in that video, though. It's sad. It's real life sad. It's sad. But here's my thing, right? Here's my thing with people who come out and basically try to put out Lemmy and Zeus. I don't mind it because, again, we all love some good tea, girl. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that in the Zeus universe, because I feel like the tea in the Zeus universe is really honestly and truly, I feel like it's more interesting than the actual shows they put out on their network. So I'm not opposed to it. Like, I'm gonna entertain the tea, you know what I'm saying? But what makes me look at these people funny, Stunner Girl, Chance, and we're going to talk about Chance next. Stunner Girl, Chance, and Ray J, and more people who come out and basically say something, is that they never say anything when they're actually in cahoots with, which clearly, do we really expect them to? I mean, you have a good working business relationship at the moment. You're not going to put them out at the moment. But I don't like how they try to come out and all of a sudden they're just advocates for this and that, and they don't condone this. But it's like, you do condone it. You had receipts, you had videos, and you kept it up until he made you mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just gives fake a little bit, because it's like, I don't think that you really care about what you're talking about. You just want to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't care about the victims and what he's doing and who he's doing it to. You don't care about that. You don't. Because if you cared about that, you would have ended the relationship with him yourself. No. He made you mad, and now you want to put him on blast. That's all that is. And you want to hurt him, and you want to bring down the network, and you want people to... But it's never like you're advocating. It's not like you care for real. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, if I witness, because I'm just speaking from a personal point of view, like, if I witness something like that and I don't agree with it, I'm not going to associate myself with you, because I'm not going to be anything by association, and I'm just not. But at the end of the day, you didn't quit Zeus, or you didn't get let go from Zeus because of that reason. Like, be for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't leave, like, just like with Chance, like, and we're going to talk about him too. Like, you didn't leave Zeus because because Lemmy was doing this, that, and the third, and his staff, and they all just do this and they do that, and no, you didn't do that because of that. You left Zeus because they didn't renew your season. Ray J, you left Zeus because of a business thing that went wrong. You didn't leave. You were still there when he was still doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. Let's just go ahead and move on. All right, y'all. So there is this show called Bad Blood on Now That's TV, where basically it's honestly very similar to the conversation on Zeus, where they take two people who have it out for each other. They don't really get along. They have past issues. They have past beef. They bring them together and try to get them to resolve their issues, try to come to some common ground. And if they if somebody end up done up, turned every way but loose by the end of the show, then it's girl, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they be getting down on the show, child. So the very first episode that Bad Blood brought to Now That's TV was actually with two bad girls, Christina Rome and Rocky. So this entire episode, Rocky and Christina basically spoke about why they fell out and why Christina felt like Rocky betrayed her and wasn't there for her while she was going through what she was going through at Zeus. Now, I'm not going to say too much because I covered this a lot on my Patreon. So if y'all want to see that, y'all need to subscribe because I go into deep detail. But to keep a long story short, Christina was the original Scotty. And if you guys notice, once Christina left Batty South, Scotty replaced her. She not only replaced her on the show, but she replaced her outside of the show too. If you know, you know. Okay, so Christina basically in this episode of, Bad Blood, she spilled the beans, girl. She spilled the beans, girl. When I tell you, I'm not joking, girl. I am not joking at all, y'all. She spilled the beans, okay? And in one of these parts, she played a recording. They tried to disguise the voice, but it was clear that it was Chance. It came out that it was Chance. And let's just play the recording. Let's get into it. It's not funny. Let's get into it real quick.
From high executives that play a part in this network. Listen to this. This is what they told me. I know you know this voice.
I remember I tried to talk to you and all that kind of shit. He was just like, pull me to the side and give me a talk, like, don't talk to her at all, and you know what I mean? She's my girl, and you know what I mean? And, but I used to feel sorry for you because I knew how he really was, and I knew that, I just knew you was involved with some bullshit dealing with him. And him coming in your dream, that's the...
What did he just say in that recording? That he felt bad for me. And I felt sorry for you because I knew. And they were told, this is an executive with these high-end network people, told an executive. I got some recordings.
And that is the real reason and the real tea as to why One More Chance has not been renewed for a third season. So it actually got renewed for a third season. Zeus posted it. Chance posted it himself multiple times that he was looking for new girls to come onto his third season. But of course, they never went forward with it, especially after this came out. So dating back to earlier this year, Chance has been breaking his silence and most recently spilled some beans about what happens behind closed doors with Zeus, this, that, and the third. Girl, it's a mess. All right, y'all. So let's get into what Chance had to say. So first he said, the story about One More Chance show is a joke. Wait till y'all hear what was going on while I was trying to film. I couldn't find love because everyone was sleeping with the girls the whole time behind my back. Him clearly insinuating the staff, the Zeus staff, Zeus production kept sleeping with the girls, which, that came out in the show too, that, the girls was busting the kitty cats open for security, girl. Anyways, and then he said, oh, it's a story. Then he followed up with, only reason Lemmy unfollowed me because he knows I'm right. We just getting started. That's why I keep all text messages. Let's talk about it, weaklings. Girl, Chance is so sassy. Then he said, when Lemmy and Diddy started hanging out, it all made sense to me. Then he did not stop there. He also called out Natalie and Jocelyn Hernandez in the process. Then he said, if I didn't do One More Chance, there wouldn't have been no type of budget for y'all shows. Ate him up, girl. He ate him up. Especially Jocelyn because... Never mind. Anyways, so then he said, y'all sure did get money from Zeus Network. Shake my head. Still waiting on my Bentley. Lemmy promised me for blowing up his network. LOL, that's okay. Watch what God do. People ask me why I cut my hair. Well, I cut it because Zeus caused me so much depression from what I experienced, and I took it out on myself and cut my hair one day. Looking in the mirror after that incident, my spirit was broken. I have been so disappointed that I took it out on myself. Hurts even worse when it's your own black people that are doing you dirty. Don't let that race-ish think you gonna be treated fair. Real talk, take it from Chance. It's a dirty game. All right, so... Let's get into it some more. So Lemmy responded, and Lemmy said, Chance, we've seen this movie 1,000 times with others. The lies for clout doesn't work, bro. It's been 3 years since we filmed a show with you. So this erratic dissertation on your IG is super random. After the second season in 2021, we decided to go a different direction due to multiple reasons, decreasing / stagnant viewership. Girl, girl. All right, subscription cancellations, new/fresh ideas, and our bottom line decision to just not continue. We did engage with you about possibly continuing the show, but unfortunately it didn't work out. We've done 4 other dating shows, 3 of which were before yours, that only lasted 1 season. Yours was fortunate enough to last multiple seasons, which we were grateful, and you have been handsomely consummated for, baby. He said, baby, and you got paid, girl. So not only did you receive multiple seasons, but you also got paid, girl. All right, and then he said, with all that being said, we've maintained our integrity with you. We genuinely wish you nothing but the best in all your current and future endeavors. I am highly disappointed because beyond you being a network EP/talent, I considered you a friend. And what he's talking about right here is a throwback. So if you know, you know, on season 1 of One More Chance at the reunion that Jocelyn and Janeisha hosted, this girl Cheeks, that he named Cheeks, she basically lost her mind, girl, at this reunion, child. And he basically speaks on this a little bit and practically blamed the entire situation on Lemmy. This is what he said. That's why Cheeks lost her mind on the reunion. She was the first Scotty. I felt bad because I knew her before the show and I thought she would be a good cast member so I could get to know her better. But unfortunately, she got influenced by Lemmy and I had to witness her lose her mind after affairs with Zeus's head person. But Cheeks responded and pretty much said that what Chance said is a bunch of lies and he's being weird and she's been telling him for years to keep her name out of his mouth. Then she went on to say at the same time to hit her up so they could talk about it. It was, I don't know, her statement was just like, honestly, it really gave that she got paid to say this because it just did not make sense. Like, first she said he was weird and that he was making up lies and that she told him years ago to keep her name out of his mouth. And then she went on to say, but text me. Like, it was just like, girl, like, which one is it? Again, it's just, at this point, it's just, okay, so I don't want to seem heartless because I do feel bad for him to a certain extent, okay? To a certain extent, because I feel like because he was one of the shows, one of the first popular shows that, you know, started to get Zeus some traction. Not saying that he completely put Zeus on the map, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he didn't have anything to do with it. Like, his show did not have anything to do with it because I would be lying. So I feel like because he was one of the first shows to pop on Zeus, because let's keep it a buck, nobody was checking for Zeus the first few years, okay? Even during Zeus's 5-year anniversary, Lemmy broke down crying about how he was thinking about shutting down a network because literally nobody was checking for the network and he just felt like a complete failure, okay? So we noticed, right? So I feel like because he had something to do with the network's success, I feel like, yes, it's wrong for them to just basically, you know, like just toss him to the side like he's nothing. That in that aspect, I do feel bad for Chance. I'm not going to lie. And Ray J said the same thing.
Lemmy learned how to do this from us. He's
the streaming, meaning the business?
He's a nerd in a rapper kid's body. He's never taken a meeting with some damn shades on, bro. You're a nerd. You used to wear like nerdy shit. Now you come around and try to be cool, which is fine if it's for the betterment of the talent you work with and the partners. If it's all about you, like we did a show, One More Chance. Successful show. It was one of the shows that took, he don't do no more shows with Chance because he doesn't need to. You having to get paid because you was one of the ones that let me do One More Chance 3, 4, 5, 6 for you because I love you.
But how many chances did he have?
But it does. He's one of the, like,
you're saying he should have been a flagship show.
You're making a bunch of money, so make sure Chance is good. He helped you.
So you're saying that show should have lived on because
out of respect.
Okay.
For when you wasn't living at anything.
But what if a show just runs its course? Like there are some shows that come to an end.
How can it come to the end when Rolly, Mangina, how our shows created all your stars? Respect it. I help you come up, bro. Don't forget about Chance.
Right.
Because here's what'll happen. I'll meet with Chance tomorrow. And guess what? He'll hit him the next day and say, I got a show for you. That's being petty.
Okay.
That's trying to compete.
But Chance could just come to Tronics and do another Chance.
Which he will.
So yeah, you're not, it's not like he's saying all these things again. Like I said with Ray J, you're not saying it because you care about what he did to these people, what he was doing, what he's still doing. It's not, you don't care. You just want to put him on blast because he made you mad, because he pissed you off. That's all it is. Because baby, if that was because you were, at the end of the day, all of this is happening because you did not get a season 3. So had you would have gotten a season 3, none of this would have came to light. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he cares about what Lemmy does, who he does it to. He's just mad because he didn't get his show back. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying, you have every right to, because you've been with them from the beginning. I understand why he's upset. But don't try to flip it and act like you feel so bad for these girls. And, oh, Cheeks is a Scotty number 2. And I always felt so bad because, all I was trying to do was find love. But the girls, they just kept going behind my back and sleeping with production. And so why do you want another season? Come on. Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, you're doing this because you're pissed. Like, and I wish they would just say that. Like, at least Stunner Girl was real with it. Like, I still kind of looked at her sideways because, girl, you kept all this information to yourself and still continue to work with the network and sign another contract and do another season, knowing all of this and knowing how they get down, meaning like your moral compass is just completely off. So I kind of looked at her sideways for that, but at least she admitted to, like, they keep playing with me, I'ma keep doing this. You keep playing with me, I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to keep putting it out there. I have a lot of stuff that you don't want out. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all keep playing with me. Y'all keep making me mad. Y'all keep talking about me. Y'all keep coming at me sideways. And then I'm going to do this. But she never tried to fake the funk and act like she was trying to bring awareness to no, she never, even though it's still wrong and it makes me look at her sideways, but she never pretended. Like, I feel like Ray J and Chance are pretending that they care about one thing when in reality they're only doing it to make Lemmy mad. Like, that's it. That's all. But girl, the tea is tea and chow. How do y'all feel about Chance? You know what I'm saying? Spilling the beans, girl. Let me know how y'all feel. Me personally, I'm not surprised about the girls getting down with production, because like I said, season 2, especially season 2, baby, it was coming out that the girls was getting down with security and production. Girl, it was a mess. That's why, honestly, I don't even know why. Well, I know why. Clearly, I told y'all why they didn't renew Chance for another season. But the fact that Lemmy literally tried to sit there and act like One More Chance was not a good show, and he was like, oh, well, the viewership it lowered and it got stagnant. And no, baby. Listen, One More Chance was tea, especially season 2, because that's when the girls I feel like the season 2 girls really didn't care, baby. They did. Like, I feel like season 1 girls kind of like they, how do I say this? I feel like season 1 girls did a better job at making it seem like they were there for him. I feel like season 2 girls did not care. I feel like season 2 was tea. I feel like season 2 reunion was tea. I feel like season 1 reunion was still one of the best reunions that Zeus has had so far. So for Lemmy to sit up there and try to gaslight Chance and act like his show was not all that, and that the viewership, they had fresher ideas and new ideas. First of all, girl, boo bye. Y'all been doing baddies in Jocelyn's Cabaret since One More Chance, girl. Y'all have not came out with a lot of shows. Y'all are not Now That's TV, where y'all coming out with 5-6 shows within a 3-4 month time span. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Y'all are not doing that. Stop acting like you guys are doing that. Baby, it's really been Jocelyn's Cabaret, baddies. Now we have Tokyo Tony, Carlissa, and the other girls show, aunties. Girl, y'all have not been coming up with that many shows since One More Chance. Like, let's not sit here and act like you guys have just been putting out different content, different shows, fresh ideas. Because he said fresh ideas were a reason why they didn't want One More. Girl, boo bye. Stop. One More Chance was tea. The reunion was tea. Girl, I don't know, girl. Well, I know why y'all didn't renew it, but y'all really should have. Me personally, I feel like they should have renewed One More Chance. I don't think One More Chance was that bad. So if you know, then you know, girl, if you haven't been living under a rock, to be honest, you know that, Scotty and the CEO of Zeus, girl, Lemon Pepper Stepper, have been fadoodling with each other, girl, doing a do with each other, girl. She been cracking that little kitty cat open to stay on the show and all that, girl, all that in the bag of chips, for God knows how long. And of course, everyone wanted to know, what is Janisha's role in this? Like, where is Janeisha? Where do she be at? Girl, apparently Janeisha know. Apparently it started off is them together, and then he started going behind her back, girl. It's just a mess. Matter of fact, I'm going to play a video of Fusan. I'm pretty sure I said his name right, but shout out to him because, girl, he got the tea, girl. I'm telling you, listen to what he's saying.
They was having threesomes, Scotty, Lumels, and Janisha. They was having threesomes, like Stunner Girl said, bitch. They all knew that, point blank period. Lumel ended up going behind Janisha back and still fucking with Scotty on the low. That's the real tea, and that is why also at the fucking reunion, that they, after the reunion, didn't air, Janisha slapped Scotty, and then she pulled her hair and drug her too, no shade. And that's when they let me intervene, and all that had to happen, point blank period. Okay, so now y'all keep saying why, cause somebody in my comments, they was like, why Janisha didn't slap Anna or T? Janisha is cool with T, and Janisha is cool with Anna.
And then when Stunner Girl would go on her rants, baby, she pretty much put Janisha out there too. Like, Janisha pretty much saying what he's saying. Like, Janisha definitely knew.
And you know he got a wife. And then the wife is like, bitch. I never said that. I asked him. I'll go, oh God. I asked him right in front of their face. I was like, your wife don't be tripping about none of this? She can't trip. Her whole family lives in my house. I pay all the bills. I take care of her and her family. I took her family from the island. So it's like, I guess she up in the nigga house, packed up like sardines in that or something. That's the only reason why she don't be saying nothing. But then I can't really say that though, because one time, it's like, how you don't know they fucking. And I remember they said that she ran up in the car on Scotty and was like, you be fucking my nigga. Like, I know I don't even want to talk about her because she's so sweet. But it's like, I know your antennas ain't off like that. Like, this man be partying. I mean, he be with y'all all day. Like, y'all is a threesome. Like, I don't get how you didn't know that. Like, bitch, you around your man every day. I'm falling in love with a man. And my big cousin, he was like standing next to her. Like she was like standing behind him or something. Then came over there, and I'm talking about like, made that stand in the corner and look at the wall. Like, I couldn't believe my motherfucking eyes, bro. I was like, bitch, you finna let this in the club, bitch. Put you in a motherfucking corner like you on motherfucking timeout. I could get my big cousin out here right now. That's the one that Natalie was, that... And my
girl, so it was a hot mess, girl. Apparently he take care of not only Janisha but her family as well, so he feels like he can do whatever he wants, and she really has no right to say anything, which again is just really sad, very manipulative. It's just sad. Okay, very, very sad situation. But Janisha stayed, and everybody was just like, well, I mean, she's staying, and it's clearly public knowledge that he's cheating on her. So recently, Janisha, I don't know if she called it quits. I don't know if it's trouble in paradise. Baby, I don't know. But baby, it seems like she is sick of it because she unfollowed him on Instagram, girl. Listen, okay? Now, he also unfollowed her back for a week or two, and then he followed her again. But she remains, girl, she's standing on business, girl. She still ain't follow him back, girl. And I know Instagram follows only mean so much, but girl, take it how you want it. Take it how you want it. The girls feel like they are donezo. So according to multiple sources, girl, Janisha definitely knew and confronted Scotty multiple times. Okay, so this is, girl, it's no secret that these two have had it out for each other because of this lanky tree branch built man. Okay, so Scotty took it to Twitter once they did unfollow each other, and baby, she started to throw shade. Let's get into what sorry, I almost said Tommy. Let's get into what Scotty had to say. Okay, girl. So, like I said, she took it to Twitter. She started to pop them Twitter fingers and throw shade at Janeisha and Lemmy, girl. Seemingly, girl. Seemingly. Keep in mind that this is these tweets are following her and Lemmy splitting up. Basically, Janeisha and Lemmy splitting up. So Scotty first said, "Watch how a man treats his mom and sisters." Then she said, "I can't be friends or date someone who is never on my side, is giving messy, and if it's a guy, it's giving you wanna be a." And then Scotty also said, "He's for everybody. Don't be mad, Pookie." Me personally, girl, I thought that this saga was over between Scotty, Janisha, and Lemmy. But girl, I guess it is still going on, child. Listen, I feel like for Scotty, like, this is my thing with Scotty, girl. I feel like Scotty is and don't get me wrong, I like Scotty now because, you know, on the new season, girl, I do like you, girl. I'm not gonna lie, girl. You one of my favorites, no shade. But girl, you are in no position to be coming for or throwing shade at anybody when it comes to that man, girl. You are a known side chick, baby. You know what I'm saying? You are a known side chick, girl. Like, it's embarrassing, girl. You have absolutely no right to even throw shade like that, girl. Okay? Talk about he for everybody, don't be mad. Girl, Scotty, girl, sometimes I just want to, sometimes with these baddies, I just be wanting to take their phone, like, take their phone mid-tweet, mid-sentence. Don't post that, girl, because what, he's for everybody, and yeah, he is, and baby, you knew that, and you still kept messing with him. Stunner Girl literally put out text messages where she told Scotty that Lemmy was giving cast members the clap. And Scotty literally said, "Oh, I get checked. It's okay. I get checked." But and still saying how she was still going to mess with him. She literally said, "I get checked because I know that he messes with multiple people." She said this. Scotty said this so you knew he was for, girl. It's just a huge contradiction, girl. You, like I said, girl, you are a known side girl. You are a known side chick, girl. So for you to sit there and be like, "Oh, he's for everybody. Don't be mad, Pookie." Like, you sitting up here on Twitter talking like you the man, girl. You're not trying to antagonize Janeisha like that, girl. You better leave her alone, girl. I already heard she did you up already, girl. Don't make her do it again. You know you can't get down like that, girl. Don't, just because you did what you did to T at the reunion, girl, don't try to get froggy now. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for making it till the end. I know it was a lot, but you stuck with me. I know, girl. Make sure you comment your opinion. It's a lot, like I said. If you got through it, comment your opinion. Comment what you think. Comment what you feel like about my opinions. And that is all I have for today.